Kim from MusicMaster is going to present. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much first of having us here, and I will just like to do a small introduction about MusicMaster and what we are doing, because there are more than one scheduling software in the world, and yes, we are one, and yes, we are the leading one. So this is why we really like to partner with people like from UTEL, because I think good companies should connect with good companies to get the best out for the customer. So who we are? We started in 1983, so we are 1 year older than UTEL. And this is where the first MusicMaster was developed. 1988, our company in Germany was founded. And the story goes on and on. So 1994, we started with the first Windows version of MusicMaster. We founded a partner network because it's not possible to rule the world without partners. And we started thinking globally in 2010. In 2015, we created the first steps for a new version of MusicMaster. So till that point, we really just worked with one central database. And this central database could be an SQL database, or it could be a file-based database. And yes, there are limitations if you're on a file-based database, which is the most common use of our software. So in 2015, we decided to create a new product line, which is called MusicMaster CS. CS stands for client server, which is very surprisingly that it stands for. And this is what we're working on and doing right now, and also doing the installations for larger sites, because the thing is, there are a lot of music scheduling software out there, but what we're trying to do is, first of all, we listen to the users, which is the most important thing. The second thing is we all have a little nerd in us, so we really like the tech part. And I personally feel a little unclever inside this room, because I'm not a tech guy. I'm coming from the program side. So as I said before, I've worked as a program director and as a host. So yes, I know the one side, and yes, I love the other side. So I started with the VC20, which is from Commodore, with, I think it was 8-bit or whatever, something like 20 lines and all that stuff. So yes, I have a nerdy side in me, but I'm coming from the program side. So I changed sides 3 years ago. So this is why I'm not now working with MusicMaster. So the MusicMaster CS is our newest product line. And after talking a long time, I thought it's about 10 years that we are talking with the UTEL guys. We are now on that page that they have a REST API and we have one. So if two products have an API, yes, let's go together and figure out what we can do together. And there is a lot of stuff that we can do together, and some of these we will show you in a minute. So yes, music scheduling is something that is not stopping, and it's moving on and on, and the workflows are changing. So what we are trying to do is getting workflows to the scheduling people that makes their life easier. So for example, 5 years ago, it has been great if you're in a music editor, you have to schedule one FM program. In Germany, for example, we now have people, they schedule the one FM program, but they have to schedule about 15 channels. It's the same person. So he has lot of work more to do, and he needs tools for that. And this is why we created a lot of tools and automating systems in MusicMaster CS. So there is really a task management engine in that program. So this is just where we are located with our partners in the world. And as you see, there are some blank spaces in the northern part, which is not that nice. These are just some of our partners. We are working together, like RadioMan, but we are also integrating with all other playouts, and we're also open for any other third-party software, like a radio monitor, which is doing the playlist controls. So you can see what your competitor is doing in the market and what songs are playing. Here are some of our customers, which is very nice. For example, we're not scheduling software only for radio. We also do this for TV, like for Viacom, or we in Radio France, or for the part of individual, it's SiriusXM. And yes, there are some more bigger projects going on and on. So what our vision is, and so what is happening next, is if you look at this one, it all started with creating one playlist to one customer. But now it's changes, because people have to do many more playlists or many more curated playlists than before. So, for example, we're doing with RTL in Germany a thing that is called swapping. So you can listen to a radio program, and if you doesn't like the song, you press a button, and instantly you get a replacement for that song. And this replacement is in the rules that the music editor would like to have it. So it's not like a playlist somewhere where you got your spare songs. So if someone chooses, okay, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's just looking in the list and telling you, yeah, you got 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so get this song. The song fits to your brand. So it fits to your rules. It fits to all your curated stuff. So this is, for example, something we are doing right now. So let's talk the tech stuff and talk a little about MusicMaster CS and the integration in RadioMan.
Okay, thanks. All right. So
I think we should just show the first steps we did. In the background, just for the IT guys, what is the technique we are using? We just have an SQL server, and the SQL server is doing all the calculations. In between the SQL server, there's a man in the middle, which is a server application. This is connected to the SQL server, and then you got the clients. Clients can be a Windows program, which is also a thin client, or a client can also be this device. So it doesn't matter. Yes. So also, RadioMan is connected to the server service, which is also then connected to the SQL database, where all the data, metadata of your elements and songs are stored.
okay, so shall I display how to
Yes.
do the music selection, in fact? Okay, so here's my daily schedule for Wednesday today, and I have a program here from 1500 to 1600, and I will just go and select to edit playlist. So it will bring me a empty playlist in playlist design window, and then I select here, select music for playlist, and now it makes a request to MusicMaster, and there, so it brings up the brings up the songs from there. So we can see that, okay, it starts with My Way from Calvin Harris, and I have the MusicMaster browser session here, and 1505 Calvin Harris My Way. So,
Yes.
it indeed brought the music to RadioMan playlist, and then on that RadioMan playlist, if I don't like the song that the engine suggested to me, I can go and say that I want to see the candidate tracks that would fit into this particular position. Okay? So if I select that, it will then again send a message to MusicMaster that, okay, give me the replacement songs for this position. And here's the list of those replacement songs. And if I select, for instance, this one and say replace in playlist, it will be put into that position.
And it will also be in the position in there you got it. Test for copying. There.
Oh yes, sorry.
And now I know what you talk about with the button. And instantly you have this also replicated in the MusicMaster CS. So the idea behind the scheduling software, or this part of the scheduling software, is many hosts need another song, or because whatever happened. And usually they call them music editor. And usually this is early in the morning. So the music editor is pissed, and the host is pissed because the music editor tell him, just don't call me, get any song. Get any song means the PD is pissed because he knows that the order should be that and that and that, and now there's another song and this doesn't fit to this order. It could be an order of age or order of sound or what any order you have for your songs. So you got this row of pissed people, which is not nice. And I've been at the one end and on the other end of this being pissed row. And yeah, it's not a good day. So this is a very, very easy and nice way to handle this, because you can create positions and tell the guy, okay, here you have to choose. This is everything that is okay in our rule system. So the biggest difference between MusicMaster and other scheduling system is that it's really just an open database. So it's not that we tell you these are the fields you need and this is what you need, this is the columns that you need. Everything is really free shapeable. So you can have, for example, a classic station and a pop station in one database running in one SQL server, because the pop station will only see the fields they need and the classic station will only see the fields they need. And this could be the same or other. So this is the replacement. And also what we get back from RadioMan is if the song is played, how long is it played? And for example, is it skipped? Because if it's skipped, then it goes back to the music scheduler. So this music scheduling guy knows, yeah, I can use this song again, because the software is telling him that this is free again.
So the integration will be as online as possible. So basically, each time we change a playlist in RadioMan, we will tell that change to MusicMaster so that it can be reflected to the music selection process and so forth. So not only when we play the songs, but when we actually change the playlist. So do this replacement thing that I just displayed, or somehow other way, we go to search window and insert new music to playlist and delete some of it, some songs from there. So all of those changes will be reflected back to MusicMaster. And this also covers the metadata update. So whenever either one of the systems, RadioMan or MusicMaster, is taken into use for some broadcaster, there will be a batch processes to synchronize the audio database and the music song database. But from that on, so the synchronization of databases is online. So whenever you change a song metadata in MusicMaster or in RadioMan, a notification of that change is reflected to other system. and so forth. And then, as a matter of metadata, we can make it so that, okay, if we are speaking about audio items or commercial items, we will have certain, say, classification values, or as we have in RadioMan, we have a concept called folder. So we can do a mapping between the information so that whenever you change something in MusicMaster, it means that this item will, you know, go in RadioMan to a certain folder or have some other type of classification there and so forth. So it is synchronized as much as possible. Well, one other thing. So as you can see from our playlist, if I bring it back, you can see that it only brought up a music item. So in between those couple of songs, for instance, this test for copying with and Be the One songs, there's a gap in between. So we automatically created a music block here so that, because there is a, you know, spare time in between those two songs. So now we are bringing in only the songs, but we can also bring the audio or the other blocks if there is a news block that is part of the show and so forth. So the schedules can be aligned with those two systems so that they are really the same. So this also makes it possible that MusicMaster can do a audio rotation for us. So that, okay, we give the audio items to MusicMaster, it has certain classification and so forth, and MusicMaster can have rotation rules for those classifications and so forth. So we, in the end, we will get the audio rotation as well. And it is also possible, okay, also the song schedule synchronization can be done so that whenever a music producer defines that this part of my schedule, maybe half a day or whatever, is ready to be, you know, published to automation system. That command is given in MusicMaster that, okay, this is now ready. An automatic notification will be sent over to RadioMan, and it can auto-populate those items to the programs belonging to that part of day, for instance.
Yes, and this is the thing about talking about APIs. So it's really just about thinking what are the best workflows. So software talks API. And MusicMaster talks to RadioMan, and RadioMan talks to MusicMaster. Both APIs are very, dumb, because they are REST APIs. So the logic is either on one side or on the other side. So, for example, the request for another song is very easy. This is one command, and it's telling me, okay, for this position, please get me all the songs that would fit with all my rules. And yes. As said, thank you very much for having us here.